everybody, welcome to Super Gamecast 2. I am your host, Bronson Fiore, joined by the awesomest of duders, Aaron Reynolds.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Drinking coffee.
Drinking water.
Ooh, water is better.
I don't want to be up all night.
Okay, to be fair, this is mostly decaf.
Oh, okay.
Let me tell you, living in Seattle, man, I came in not a coffee drinker at all.
Mm-hmm.
And today, I have 4 separate bags of ground coffee that I got from the store. One is full decaf, one is mostly decaf, one is more caffeinated than not, and one is full caffeine.
I'm very afraid of that part of that city from when I move, because I already drink 4 to 5 cups of coffee a day.
Yeah, no, you don't want more than that.
I'm already that guy. So,
Yeah.
like...
Get on that decaf.
Like, I'm gonna be fucking turning to Fry from the episode of Futurama where he drinks 100 cups of coffee a day. Ooh boy. Get on it, buddy.
Drink that water. Hey, everyone listening, drink water.
Do drink water. I actually have not been drinking enough water, and my body did not respond in a kind way to it.
I bet. You get one of those 1 liter bottles at least. Bronson may be bigger for you. You've been used to carrying big jugs around.
Yeah, I have always been that dude who's just like, here, let me count like this gallon jug of water.
When it's cold.
Yeah, no. So what you do is you freeze half of it the night before, and then fill it up, and then just carry it all day.
Okay, I could see that. I'm not a big ice chewer though. My enamel has wasted away on my teeth, so it's like if I get ice, like
Mine are like half and half. Like it's like half of my teeth are in great shape, half of them are in shit shape.
I see. Yeah, most of mine are in awful shape, and it's all because of soda, which is all the more reason to drink more water, listeners.
Yeah, fucking I hate myself for that. I was off soda really hard last year. I didn't ever fucking drink it. And then because of this new work schedule, I fell off the fucking wagon so hard.
When stress hits you, man.
Yeah, no.
I understand.
I am totally stress eat guy. Like, absolutely. And especially because, like, I live by a liquor store that has all kinds of weird flavor of soda that I like. Like, it carries, like, vanilla Coke and whatnot. And the Faygo.
And it's piquing your curiosity.
Yeah. I tried orange vanilla Coke this week.
How was it?
Yeah, just go get a regular vanilla Coke.
Like, I've experienced this over the years, as they'll come out with... I remember, Dr. Pepper had a caffeine-free, vanilla, diet, cherry Dr. Pepper, or something like that, or a Diet Coke or something, and I tasted it, and it's like... Looks like someone just threw a bunch of those ingredients together.
Like it's the weird thing is, like, I've had a cherry vanilla Coke from a Coke Freestyle machine.
Yeah,
and that was really good.
Okay.
So maybe this flavor just sucks. I don't know.
What do you get when you go to the movie theater and you go to the freestyle vending machine? Is it that?
We don't have a freestyle vending machine at our movie theater. At least the nice one.
Really? The nice one does not have the freestyle?
Yeah, it's weird, but they also...
That's weird.
But they have beer and wine and
okay,
liquor.
well then forget that.
So, I mean...
Who cares?
I'd rather get turnt at the movie theater. What I normally get at the movie theater is I get a cherry Coke, popcorn, and M&M's.
Nice. Classics.
Yeah, if I'm really hungry, like when the girlfriend and I saw Far From Home, I was just starving... Because, like, we went to the 10 a.m. showing and I didn't eat breakfast. I'll get a hot dog.
Hot dogs, they're pretty good. I especially love at the discount theaters. I've experienced a couple of them in Idaho and in Washington. When you're paying $3 for a movie ticket, and then, like, the hot dogs are $1, so you get, like, 5.
You want to know what's really great? At the fancy theater, though, they'll wrap those bitches in bacon.
I mean, yeah. No, you're right.
You also get, like, a foot-long bratwurst at the fancy theater.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I like
dude.
this fancy theater.
Yeah, dude. Next time you're in town, I'll take you out to the Galaxy. We'll go watch a movie.
Is the Galaxy the one downtown?
No, the Galaxy's, like, way, way, way deep into Sparks.
Okay.
It's like it's by so they built this outdoor shopping mall out there.
Is that the one? That was the one where Smash Mouth went last time I was there.
It's next to Shields. If
Yep.
that
Is
was
that like by Wild Waters?
Yes, yes.
Yep.
It's right
Yep.
across the
Okay.
street. So
I've been there. All right.
yeah, that theater is fucking ridiculous. I really like. It like has kind of ruined other theaters for me now. Like how
Well, okay. So, does it have reclining cushion seats?
yes, and
Good.
and they're electric. Like you can do like
Yep.
button.
And they're assigned.
Yep.
Those are the good theaters now.
Yep. You fucking like I love that.
Yep.
Like, I fucking like Ray and I were having a debate about that where he's just like I fucking just like being able to get there early and get a good seat, and I'm like, yeah,
Dude,
but
you don't have to, man.
but you want to know what's great about this is if I fucking handle my like when right when the tickets go on sale, I can get the best seat in the fucking house from my home.
Yeah.
Because I have it ready to go.
Exactly.
No, you and I think are too ready for the future. Because
No. Let me tell you, I am not, because
Well-
I went to a 4DX theater, or what is it? The 4D,
the 4D,
the
okay.
4D one where like the seats move.
Oh,
one of those.
the D box.
The D box. I did the D box.
Fucking tell me how that is, because I nearly drove. Because we have one that's in Carson,
Okay.
and I nearly drove down to Carson to see fucking Godzilla in D box.
So I have been hyped to go to one of those for years. It's not worth it.
It's not worth it.
It takes away from. I'm just like. I'm honestly trying to
just
watch the movie.
distracted?
It's just distracting. I thought it would be fun, but when it's 2 hours of it,
Yeah, okay, I see how that could suck. It's like
and one thing that didn't help was that I did the first time I did it was for Lego Movie 2,
oh, yeah,
which I enjoyed that movie thoroughly, but that it's just constant. It's just constant.
just going.
And I also watched Endgame, bought tickets not knowing it was the D box.
That
And-
happened to me. That happened to me for Black Panther in 3D.
Oh, really?
I fucking hate 3D movies so much.
See, I actually enjoy them. I'm one of the few that is totally fine with
Well,
them.
like I have to put them on over my glasses,
Yeah,
and every single one of them gives me a fucking migraine. And
I'm surprised they have not solved the over glasses thing yet.
And like I feel as though I've had 3D on my televisions at home and on a monitor at home since 2011.
Sure,
And like I have not I've used that shit like twice.
sure.
It's they're trying to advance display tech so like people go to movies more because less and less people are going to movies except for like
Is that true?
yeah, like except for like really like Marvel, Star Wars, like serial stuff that's like, you know, built-in plot lines. Less people are going to theaters and more people are just redboxing shit.
Oh, yeah.
And like I can't blame them because man, you can get a really big TV for like $300 now.
Right.
Like a really good big TV. And you get a good soundbar for $200.
Yep.
And man, you want to know what's not at my house? Loud screaming children.
Like 80 people, plenty of there's always a group that's talking, at normal volume throughout the entire movie.
You know, like the fact that like with the exception of movie theater popcorn, I can get the rest of that food at my house for way cheaper.
Yep.
And they actually kind of screen at the fancy theater a bit if you look like you're carrying shit. Like my girlfriend had her purse looked through.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, see, I tuck those into I always had a jacket.
Yeah, so if you look a little suspicious, they might.
You gotta keep that stuff small.
Yeah, so in my case, I say fucking pay $4 for the M&Ms and take it.
Right. I get it.
So yeah, the movie going experience, I like, but it's getting closer and closer at home, and then you look at the fact that you can get a 65-inch like 4K HDR TV for like $600,
Yeah.
and then you know like an Xbox. You probably have an Xbox or a PS4, so there's your Blu-ray player,
Right.
and then like you can get a pretty good sound system for like 150 to $200,
Yep.
sometimes less. And it's
Some
just,
people, plenty of people, including myself, are until they experience a sound bar for themselves, like are perfectly content with a giant ass monitor.
yeah, like that. Yeah, exactly. Like I. So what happened for me is like I just like we started watching these movies at the house for that Marvel thing I did last year,
Mm-hmm.
and slash early this year, and I was just like, fuck, this is just. Like, I wish I could plug in my headphones, because I have really nice headphones, but, like, then the other person couldn't hear. So, like, I bought a sound bar, and, like, holy shit. World of difference for movies, at least.
Yeah.
For games, I was very content wearing my headphones, but it's nice.
Yep. Absolutely.
But, yeah, so it's one of those things where a subwoofer makes a difference. But,
Sure. No, absolutely. Yep.
but no, so, like, more and more people aren't going to movie theaters, and I can't fucking blame them. Because it's getting easier and easier to replicate the theater experience at home, and it's cheaper. And,
Yep.
like, with services like Disney Plus and whatnot, bro, like...
Yep.
Like, I think about, like the rest of this year, what's the next movie I'm going to see in a theater?
You're going to see Dora on August 9th.
Well, no, I'm not.
Okay, well, hang on. I'm on the Fandango page. You're going to see... good lord. Aladdin. You seen Aladdin yet?
No, I'm not going to watch that shit.
You mentioned something about Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah, I kind of want to see that. I'm not sure if it's, like, good enough to get me in a theater, but it's, like, it's close.
Sure. Well, as someone who considers themselves a fan of Fast and Furious, this seems marginally tied to that universe, so I don't know what to think of it.
Looking at the rest of this list, I might go to Rambo Last Blood.
Is it final Rambo?
Yeah.
Sylvester Stallone finally getting too old?
Artemis Fowl is another maybe.
Okay.
I'll definitely end up seeing Frozen 2, weirdly enough.
Alright.
Wonder Woman 1984, I'll probably watch that.
Sure.
And then I'll definitely, like, dude, I'll be at Star Wars, like, night of. Like, I'll take work off for that.
I have said, like, multiple times to people now, I'm like, I don't know about going to Star Wars opening night or even in the theaters. I don't know, but every time, the last two times, the last two movies, I've been like, I don't know, and then there's one moment of weakness. It's, like, usually opening day, and I'm like, I wonder if there's seats open, and there's totally a seat open, and it's like, I'm not doing anything tonight, and then I see it opening night.
You want to know what I found the secret to Star Wars was?
Mm-hmm.
Go the next day at like 4 in the afternoon.
Yeah?
Yeah, like the crowd's like less obnoxious and rowdy, but you still get a little bit of that like opening day buzz.
I can see that. I'm worried like if you went on like a Saturday, that you would get a lot of the kids.
You want to know what my favorite movie going time is? If I can get a weekday at like 10 in the morning.
Well, yeah, that's the thing.
Like,
a weekday at 10 in the morning is great, but
like that's how I saw Captain Marvel and Far From Home.
Yeah.
Dude, Far From Home in that setting, like literally Nicole and I had like the entire third row to ourselves. And like behind us there was only like a row of people.
Yep.
It was awesome.
It's definitely nice. I remember one time it was like Christmas or something, and just everyone was at the movie theater, so it was just crowded, and security couldn't keep track of who was doing what. So we went and watched one movie. I forget what that one was, but then we just went and like fought our way into Les Miserables, which there was absolutely no one else in that theater, despite everyone being there for like Christmas or whatever. And we were like just doing sword fights or whatever in front of the screen. It was great. Going to the movies when there's no one there, greatest thing.
Yeah, no, it's the best fucking experience. It's which goes back to which loops back
Which loops back
to the original point. Like, oh man, maybe the movie theater kind of sucks.
Maybe the movie theater sucks, and it's like not at all the movie theater's fault.
Yeah, like it was this thing that was invented in this time.
Yeah.
Before there's one time that the movie theater wins out. There's one time. 9 times out of 10, I will fucking take my big-ass comfy chair at home and my giant TV and my soundbar and tell the world to fuck off. Mm-hmm. But the one time the movie theater wins is at an event movie.
Yep.
And that is like... And I don't mean like, oh, Spider-Man Far From Home. I mean like Endgame.
Right.
Like, when Captain... Like, spoilers for this movie that everyone has seen. It's the highest-grossing movie ever.
Yep.
When Captain America got that fucking hammer...
I watched that again. I just watched the scene by itself.
Yeah, that entire theater cheered. I cheered. I cheered both times I saw it.
Yep.
Like, just, like, instantly, where you see the hammer move, and you're like, oh shit, is it Thor calling his hammer? And then it hits Thanos, and then Captain America grabs it, and then it cuts back to Thor, and he's like, I knew it! And they're just like, oh! Fuck yes! I actually saw...
that comical, like... It was so silly how triumphant it was, but it worked. It was when he, like, swung the hammer around and then swung upwards and threw Thanos back, and he was just in this triumphant pose. Like, yeah, sure. Yep. Perfect.
One of my favorite bits with that is someone in the, like, did a cut of that scene from the first Thor where Odin enchants the hammer.
That's the one I saw.
Where he's just like, we'll wield the power of Thor. And just fucking, it cuts to that scene. You're like, ah. And then, fuck it, we might as well talk about this whole end battle scene, because I can't not stop now.
Alright.
I think Infinity War is a better movie as a whole. But this end scene might be the best end fight scene in any movie that has a fight scene ever. Like, so many first off, that entire fight scene, they cash in 10 years of references.
Right.
Small ones to, hey Cap, on your left. And then Falcon flies to the portal. Or like, when Captain America needs to get Spider-Man out of trouble, and he's like, hey Queens, heads up! And he throws the hammer, and I'm just like, oh! Fucking,
it's great.
Just so many good-ass moments. And then, of course, even, like, you know, they do the thing, like, where it's like, oh, Captain America about to fight the whole army. And you're like, well, wonder how the fuck they're gonna pull this off.
Yep.
And you hear the, hey Cap, on your left. And Black Panther and Falcon come through the portal, and then more portals start opening, and more portals start opening, and you're just like, oh my fucking god. And it is the most mind-blowing shit. And you just see Ant-Man the Wasp. It's like the Wasp, War Machine, and excuse me, War Machine and Rocket and Ant-Man come out of the rubble with Hulk. And fucking, like, just dudes. More dudes. How many, like, we're gonna, like, is someone alive in this universe still? We got Valkyrie. We got Black Panther, Shuri, and Okoye. We got Howard the Duck. Yep. We got the Ravengers. We got fucking the Guardians of the Galaxy. You know? Like, you name it, we got it.
That was an expensive scene.
I bet, dude. Dude, I cannot wait to watch the behind the scenes for this movie.
Right.
And then you see that, like, everyone something is just like, Doctor Strange's like, is that everyone? And Wong's like, you wanted more?
Right.
I mean, you could have got the Defenders in there.
Oh, there's a lot they could have done. They could have wrapped the Netflix Marvel shows in there if they wanted to. Yeah,
it's just like, you wanted more? And then they do the cut where it's just like the build up, the dun 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 dun, and it's like it pans through all of them, like the Guardians and Spider-Man and fucking Iron, not Ironheart, I forget the name. Rescue Pepper Potts in an iron suit,
right?
Like just all of them, and you get Avengers Assemble, and it's just like 10 years of payoff, bro. 10.
It was well done
Because they never said it.
Nope.
They didn't say it during the first Avengers. They do a cut at the end of Age of Ultron. They definitely don't do it in Infinity War. But at that one part, just Avengers Assemble. and just this big amazing battle scene and just so
many. They delivered on the fight.
Yeah, like just and like I liked how the end was full circle. It's like I am inevitable. But it's like Tony holding the gauntlet. He says, well, yeah, I am Iron Man. Yeah.
It was... apparently they struggled to write that last line. They were trying to figure out what he was supposed to say.
I think that was perfect. I was literally like, just because you watch that first movie in the MCU, and just like, it's like, he's about to give his bullshit line from Shield. He's like, I am Iron Man. And then it cuts to credits.
Yep.
And later, at the post-credit scene of that movie, you get Nick Fury. I'm here to talk to you about the Avengers Initiative.
Yep.
And, like, back then, just the simple thought that could happen. You know.
That was crazy, unto itself.
Yeah. It's weird. Weird thing, man. We talked about Phase 4 last week, and, like, where the hell that's gonna go.
Yep.
Yeah.
I wonder where it goes from here, because they really handled this pretty damn well.
I'm looking forward to my Lovecraftian Doctor Strange.
That's gonna be fun.
That's gonna be so fucking good.
Yep.
Alright, well, so anyway.
There was other stuff going on in the world.
Yeah.
I think.
There's...
I don't know, I didn't pay attention.
Yeah, I don't know, but we both played some games this week.
We did play video games.
Hard cut.
Yep. We gotta work on our segue skills.
So man, I heard you were trying to live stream.
Dude, man. So I really want to play through the Skate games. I've played Skate 1, really enjoyed it. Played Skate 2, really enjoyed that. And then Skate 3 was kind of weird for me. And I've been meaning to get through it.
Do you have a PS3?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, just making sure. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I have 1, 2, and 3, and I have my PS3. So I said, it would be great to play through all these games that I love so much again, and then finally get through and complete Skate 3 finally by streaming. I thought that would be fun.
Yeah, no, good way to do
that. I've never streamed a game. I tried to stream Elite Dangerous once and Civilization 5 once, but the technology wasn't very good. So it was what it was.
Times have changed.
Maybe. I don't know. I haven't gotten that far yet.
Do tell.
So, turns out, for those who have not tried to stream, when you stream with a PS3, the PS3 has something called HDCP, which I think is high definition copyright protection.
You nailed it, buddy. Good job.
So it sends out a signal saying you can't capture this video or audio. Fuck you. Pay us. Which is a weird thing since I paid for all of these things.
Well, so the point of it was to stop people from ripping Blu-rays. And the workaround back in the day for recording was you just used component cables in your capture card. Right. But most 99.9% of current capture cards don't have component cables.
Exactly.
So you're probably wondering, what the fuck do I do? And the answer is you get a splitter or a stripper.
Well, so about the splitter, you need to make sure that it's not HDCP compliant.
Oh.
Because the one I bought specifically to try and stop this, that was recommended that's like the one splitter that was recommended, was they were recommending the model that was being sold in like 2014, 2015. When you buy the 2019 version of that splitter, it is HDCP compliant.
I'm checking something right now out of curiosity.
I'm glad I got to bring this up with you, because I figured if anyone could find a solution, you.
The solution is because I have this problem myself. Because man, I would love to stream me some Yakuza 5. Yakuza 5 is only on that their PS3.
Great.
So your solutions are: one, get an old capture card, like the one I have, like a Roxio Pro and some component cables. Get an HDC stripper or splitter, or buy a 360.
Yeah.
Or fourth option, buy an Xbox One and just stream Skate 1 and Skate 3.
See, that's the problem, because as far as I'm concerned, Skate 2 is the best one of the three.
Wow, that does suck.
Yeah, that's the thing, because Skate 1 was great, but among other things, you couldn't get off your board.
Like, because I just checked Origin, they never did a PC port of that.
No.
So, buddy, it looks like you might want to go buy a 360. That's what it sounds like.
But, like, not only do I have to buy a 360, I have to buy all three games again, and
yeah,
it's like...
You know what, I'm gonna price that out for you right now.
And if I get a 360, it will only be for those games, and then it's nothing else but a paperweight.
I'm sure you could find some 360 games to play.
Yeah, but why? I don't know.
Like that. Well, I have gotten a surprising use out of mine recently, but mostly as an original Xbox.
I mean, if it can play original Xbox games, there might be some nostalgic fun in that.
Okay, so if you get a 250 gig Slim, it'll be $80. And then let's see how much copies of Skate cost. Skate 1 is $10.
Fine.
Skate 3 is $20.
Ugh.
Skate 2 is $15.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So you'd be looking at
like 45.
Yeah, so you'd be looking at
like 125.
Yeah, so with tax, say $130.
Yeah.
That's.
And I feel strongly about doing this, so I'm still considering that option.
I mean, here's let me give you my alternative that I've been wanting to do recently, just so you can go down my nightmare hole.
Yep.
So I like fighting games, as you know.
Yes.
What was one of the best systems for fighting games?
You're asking the wrong person.
The Sega Dreamcast.
Well, okay, all right.
So I'm gonna see. So a used Dreamcast runs in good condition about $60. All right.
Okay.
Now I need to get some VGA cables so I can get a VGA to HDMI converter. So we're throwing some $50 on there,
all
or
right.
$15 on there. Now let's go Marvel versus Capcom 2.
Oh boy.
A used copy for the Dreamcast will run me $96. Alright, let's go Power Stone. Oh god, no, never mind. We'll go let's not do Power Stone. That's a little too pricey. Let's go Soul Calibur. Oh no, here we go. Power Stone 2. Oh, what do you know? $100.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine.
Tower Stone 1 was $250. Let's go some Soul Calibur 1. Let's see. This one will probably be cheap. They printed like 1 million copies of this.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. It's $20.
Okay.
All right. Hold on. Let's see. Top Dreamcast fighting games. Let's cut out the middleman and see what I can get.
Yep.
Okay. Street Fighter Alpha 3.
Yeah.
All right, $25. But Street Fighter 3 Third Strike is $60. Let's get a copy of Marvel vs. Capcom 1. Fucking Jesus Christ.
This is your new mechanical keyboard?
It is, can you tell?
Nice. I like it.
Yeah. Dude, right? It sounds great.
It's a good sound.
Alright, let's see. I'm not going to worry about any other Street Fighters. I'm not going to worry about King of Fighters, DOA 2. Alright, we'll just say this is the lineup for now. We'll do...
Okay.
This is the lineup for now. We're getting the Versus games, we're getting Power Stone and Soul Calibur. And the equipment I need to stream. $352.
With the equipment?
Yeah, because that thing's only $16.
Oh, okay, all right.
But now granted, it is largely because 2 of these games are $100 a piece. You know, more than the console that runs them. But why? Because it's the only way you can play an arcade perfect port of Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Right.
So get fucked.
Well, do you have to play on the Dreamcast?
I mean, like I said, if you want an arcade perfect port, yes. Because the ports to the other system are broken.
Really?
Yep.
You'd think with, because those are popular games.
The only other arcade perfect ports were the PS3 and 360 ones, which were digital downloads, and if you didn't download them at the time, you can't get them now.
Don't you love our digital future?
I have Marvel vs. Capcom 2, but I'm very pissed off with myself for not getting the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so... No, think of that, fucking... No, and then, you don't even want to go into Sega Saturn land, bro.
What? Let's not.
Did
we do this?
We've talked about the Sega Saturn and its game library, but I didn't Sega Saturn has a bunch of rad fighting games, X-Men Children of the Atom and Marvel Superheroes and all kinds of weird shit. But it also all of those games are so expensive.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why I'm kind of I'm good.
Yep. No, it's hard, and I'm gonna move on from the skate streaming stuff. Just talking about it, I'm gonna continue trying to figure that out, and it may just come to me getting a 360. But I'm pretty sure those games are popular. I'm fairly certain, so I don't understand. Whoa.
And we just knocked over a tray in my room. Cool.
Look, I'm passionate about this too. I understand your anger and your pain, but the skate games deserve more respect.
They do. They're great games. It sucks. It also sucks that we're probably not getting another Marvel vs. Capcom for a decade.
Yeah, that's fair.
Straight up, just being real, Marvel vs. Infinite murdered that shit so hard.
Yeah, no, I get it. They'll come back again. There's money to be made.
I mean, we have a news story related to that later, but okay, so you wanted to do this skate project, but
yep. But so it's not happening right now. I'm exercising my options. I'm a little bit busy for the next week, so it's not going to happen immediately. But keep an eye out. I'll let you guys know through this podcast when I decide to do that.
Well, if you want, I can help you spruce up your Twitch channel. Make it look all pretty.
Sure. I may do something with it that. I've been having ideas of what to do while on stream that some people may not like, but that's fine.
Yeah, live your dream.
Exactly. I'm not streaming just a game here. It's serious business.
No.
But anyway, no.
No. Streaming is all dicking around. It's all
no, I mean, yeah. What is life?
What is life? Dicking around.
But dicking around.
Yeah.
So yeah, but you know what? The one thing I got out of that whole experience, despite everything that's happened, is I got to play a bit of Skate 2. And
That game is great.
that game is great. I could just sit and skate. I just like went around, like I was just testing to see if it worked, and like I was just like plugging things in, and it didn't work through the capture card stuff, obviously. But then I just tried. Well, does it work? Is like the PlayStation on? So it's on, and like, well, the game starts and everything's fine. It's like, well, what if I just jump into the game? Maybe things will go bad. Then I got to check that, and so, well, maybe I should skate around downtown. Maybe things will go bad if I skate around a bit. And then 5 hours later.
5 hours later, you're still playing Skate.
Oh yeah. Not even doing missions. I'm just skating.
Yeah, that kind of reminds me of like every time I like pick up like Burnout. Like,
yep.
Burnout Paradise, like yeah, I'll do like a race and then just like let's go look for billboards.
Yep. No, like that's the thing. Same studio, Burnout Paradise. They have gotten their respect. They are getting re-releases, and that game continues to be great as well. And is also another game where yeah, you have missions. Yeah, there's things to do all over the place. But you know what's great? Just driving around. They've just established a world in this city, and you can just have fun.
Let's do your thing.
Billboards. Those yellow gates.
It's oddly addictive. It's oddly satisfying.
It really is. Then the other game I played actually was Minecraft.
Weird. Okay.
So I game with a collection of friends every once in a while, and we have a game. We have a collection of games, and we say, all right, we're playing this tonight. So the other guys just roped me into playing Minecraft, and I was like, okay. I've never been a big Minecraft person. Usually when I go into Minecraft, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna make this building. It's gonna be my building. I'm gonna have a bed in it, and that's wonderful. But I went into this thinking like, all right, I'm just gonna have a relaxing night and just do whatever. And it's been like 11 years or so since I first bought the game in like alpha or beta or whatever it was, but I really enjoyed my time with Minecraft this time around. It's been nice.
I just can't get into that game because I'm the type of person who I need a goal.
Yes.
Like I need a fucking goal, which is like why I will play Mario Maker for hours. Because, like, the goal is make a level. Mm-hmm. Specifically, make a level to make friends suffer. You know? I'm sure. A man on a mission. Versus, like, Minecraft, where it's like, it's a sandbox. And I'm like, I didn't fucking like playing in sandbox as a kid. This sucks.
Well, it's, there's sandboxes like Burnout and Skate where just getting around is the fun part, but Minecraft, it's like you have to build the world, and it's like you better have an idea of what you want to make, and you better enjoy the process, because if you don't, that's the game. So what happened this time was, the prior times I went into Minecraft, I was like, I tried the normal mode. I got killed by creepers a few times, and it was like, well, this sucks. I don't have anything. I'm just wandering into caves and trying to mine stuff, and then I'm dead. And so I went into creative mode, and so then I had like unlimited access to everything, and I was like, all right, I am gonna build this building. It's gonna have 4 corners, and it's gonna be black, and there's gonna be a light on top.
Well, the difference with, like, Burnout and Skate is it just feels satisfying to, like, traverse.
Yes.
Like, and that's a thing I realized in video games that I am a huge fucking fan of.
It's my number one thing.
Is, like, I like good traversal.
Yep.
And that makes it so, like, a lot of games make it really hard to enjoy them.
Uh-huh.
You know what was a game that actually did traversal kind of well, though, in spite of it being a pain in the ass in it? Fucking Breath of the Wild.
Oh, yeah.
Like, as much as, like, a lot of the traversal pissed me off at times, I also was just like, this is satisfying. Because it's like, it's a struggle to get anywhere.
You know what's a game that is similar in that respect is Shadow of the Colossus.
Yeah, no, that's a game where
There's struggles.
I just wish my horse controlled better. Jesus.
Look, man, the aggro's going this way.
Because Jesus H. I beat the remake earlier this year. Like, I didn't beat it last year when it came out, and I had a bunch of free time earlier in the year, and I'm just like, you know what? I need to really get that install off my fucking PlayStation, and, like, I should probably go back and finish that.
Yep.
So I did, and loved it. Still a masterpiece. Still one of the best games you could play. I highly recommend playing the remake instead, of course.
Yes.
For several reasons.
Absolutely.
Primarily being the wonky as shit controls. But, like, man, if you gotta play it on PS3, play it on PS3. You know, like, fine.
Just play it.
Do what you gotta do.
Yep.
But if you... Granted, 90% of the people I know have PS4s.
Right.
Everyone I know is a PS4 or a PC gamer. Except for, like, 3 peeps.
Well, that's how this generation went.
Yeah, well, it's like last gen was like this weird split.
It was mostly 360.
Yeah, like because we lived in the States, or we live in the States. Like it's like every other part of the world. Like it was.
Oh yeah, 360 had nothing.
Yeah, like it was weird. Like, but 360 did well enough in North America to where those systems basically broke even.
Yep.
Which holy shit.
And it was. I think we were all there was all sorts of fun to be had with that.
Yeah.
This has been weird.
Yeah. So, Skate.
Skate's fantastic. Minecraft, what I found my enjoyment is I'm going to take a few hours and relax. And what I've decided to do, my long-term project, is to build a decent-sized baseball stadium.
Okay.
And so I've got the lines set up, I got the bases, I'm working on the outfield. We got started on a small island, so I've been slowly laying the land down in the outfield, and it's had to stretch out over the ocean. My right field is going to have a dock that one of my friends is making, so that'll be nice. It'll be like AT&T Park.
Okay.
Yeah. So so it's going to take me a very long time to complete it, but it's going to be that game where we just sit and chill for 4 or 5 hours. It'll be nice.
Right on. Let's see. So I talked a whole bunch of shit about Madden last week.
Yes, you did.
And then I was on Origin playing some Apex, and they were advertising Madden, and they're like, hey, if you're an EA Origin member, Premier member, you can play this shit for free right now. You just play it right now. So it's just like, so they have this thing called Origin Premier, where you pay $15 a month, and everything on Origin, you can play it. Or most things on Origin. And I was just like, and that includes the new Madden. Fucking early release and everything.
Okay.
So I was just like, well, I'll pay $15 to give this basically a rental, and maybe try a couple other things on Origin.
Yep.
And...
Okay. Are you going into this with hope, Bronson?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. Well,
so it's 2 steps forward, 1 step back.
Uh-huh.
So they fixed some things. Like once again, the running lanes and stuff for running backs is improved. They still run into alignment and get stuck, but not as much. The receiver, the stuff with receivers and the ball. Way better. Like it acts like an actual football more often. That said, for some reason they still have pre-canned animations where like 3/4 of the time, like the football will be thrown, it'll act like a real football. Like sometimes they're just ducks, it hits the ground. Sometimes like it'll fucking like 2 dudes will go for it, they'll both bounce, stuff like that. But then sometimes it goes and like you throw it up and you know like, oh, that's being picked because you can look at the animation. And it's like, why'd they only do this part of the time? What's the point? Sometimes AI makes just the most retarded decisions imaginable. It's weird in a lot of ways that are just like, like they're making improvements and gradual improvements, but they're also making like a bunch of fucking stupid choices too.
Yep.
Like a perfect example was their new X Factor players thing. So there actually is a little bit of a shtick with that. Like, it's cool because it does, you actually do get to see like oh well, like Von Miller is dominating this right tackle because he is Von Miller.
Mm-hmm.
But like I've noticed that like every time you get into a zone with a player, at least against the AI, they just fucking go off. So every game, Von Miller is getting like 5 sacks. So like Von Miller is going to finish the season with like a career's worth of sacks.
Okay.
So that's a big issue. They've improved some of the stuff in regards to training and drafting, but not enough. I haven't dove in, and like, I don't know, if you haven't played in a while, then yeah, go ahead, sure, why not? Like, this probably is the one. But if you've like played in the past 2 years, like, not worth your time.
Alright.
Played some of that Gears 5 beta. That was pretty sick.
Yeah, how's Gears of War?
It's very Gearsy.
What is the state of Gears?
Quality. Plays real good. Feels real good. Very, like, just in general, it's very satisfying to play. It's more Gears, just more refined. It's like, do you want more refined Gears? Well, here you go. Alright. So, yeah, that's, and then, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, I went amiibo hunting.
Of course.
So they did their new amiibo release this week.
Alright.
Which, 2 of the amiibo are really easy to get.
Okay.
Getting Pokemon Trainer, going to Best Buy. Good. Pichu, got to put in a little legwork, mostly pretty easy. Getting Isabelle is a fucking nightmare right now.
They got you.
So they short shipped Isabelle. So, like, I went to Best Buy right when it opened, none.
Yep.
None. All pre-ordered. Checked every other store, all gone or pre-ordered. There was only one spot that had one, and I got it. It's going to be in the mail in the next couple days.
Oh.
Nintendo online store. I had to go through Nintendo directly. So yeah.
That's the perfect amiibo to short shift.
Why?
To create demand. That's the rare one.
Like, and then I have the next batch pre-ordered. Which, for those of you who don't know what the next batch is, it is Snake, Ivysaur, Squirtle, and Link's Awakening Link.
Oh, that's great.
So, get the pre-orders in while you can, boys.
What games do amiibos work for?
Pretty much all the Nintendo ones.
Okay, so...
Like, Breath of the Wild, you get...
Yeah, Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild, Mario Odyssey...
But, like, for, games released this year.
Fire Emblem, you get a bunch of items and perks.
Oh.
Smash, if you're still counting as this year because DLC, you get the obvious shit in Smash.
Yeah.
So...
Alright. I want them to keep supporting amiibos, but apparently, like, they stopped with Mario Maker 2. They didn't.
Yeah, that one I understand. A lot of work.
Yeah.
Like, that is a very uneven amount. How many people are going to actually use that?
Sure. I get it.
It
was just so cool in Mario Maker 1.
It was to see all the 8-bit fucking, the 8-bit versions of characters. I'll give you that.
Yep.
Yeah, no, that was, it's generally...
It's gotta be less work than animating a Pokemon. I don't know, they're like 8-bit, what?
Oh, that comment almost came off as salty.
It's like 3 frames, I don't know.
It's like 3 frames.
Make them standing still, run, jump. Do that for all those characters. I think it can be done.
Yeah, 8 pixels. Like, just get some intern on it. Like,
yeah.
Nope.
Whatever.
Jesus. Oh, Woo!
I'm
Yeah.
just saying, whatever.
So went through the legwork to get that. Here's why I do this fucking legwork. Here's why I fucking go through all this nightmare, like this trouble for this essentially, is because if you don't get them within like the first week, that means you're going to be paying the later prices, and the later prices, instead of being $16, they start at like $22 and go up.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yep. If you're already deep into that mess,
If you're already in the hole, boys. Just do it.
I bought a Mewtwo and a Inkling Girl a while ago, and I was like, why did I do this?
Now you're like, feels good.
No,
Feels good.
I got out. I was like, wait, I'm just using these as figures. That's all all this is.
Yeah, that's all I use them for. They look dope.
They look great. I just am not. That's when I learned I'm not a collector or
like, man, if you were to look at my shelf right now, you'd be like, that looks fucking awesome.
Looks like a lot of used up shelf space.
Yeah, I'm not using it though. I buy my games digitally now.
Yeah.
Man,
as long as they're still allowed for you to have.
How cool is it that I have Iron Man standing next to a Pokemon trainer? How dope How dope does that look, Aaron?
Oh, it looks wonderful.
To send you a picture. Get your phone.
Yeah, no, my phone's here. I've got my water bottles sitting next to my skate case. That's pretty cool. Actually, no, it's not. I'm drinking this water.
Lord.
Drink water.
Lordy.
Okay, well, so you did amiibo hunting.
Did amiibo hunting, and that's it for the most part.
Okay, that's a good week.
Yeah, no, solid week. Oh shit! No, I went to a Real Big Fish concert. That happened.
Wait, that was like within the last week?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. They come around.
Yeah, I posted on Twitter about it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. They were a great show.
Yeah, they killed it. Bowling for Soup was hilarious.
Bowling for Soup.
They were spot on.
Okay.
And then the band they performing with was like that opened was called Mest. They were okay. Right. Like they were fine.
Yeah. When I went, they had Suburban Legends.
That's who when I saw them the first time. They had the Maxis and Suburban Legends.
Yeah. Suburban Legends are good. I remember a while ago they were touring with Less Than Jake, which would have been fun.
God, that sounds like an amazing show.
Yep.
I love how they asked who's from Tahoe, because that's what the show was, and no one cheers. 5 people. Out of a packed ass house, 5 people cheer. It's because no, all of us drove an hour for this shit.
All the people who are from Tahoe are sitting in their log cabins.
And they're also
not out at a Real Big Fish show.
They're also stupid wealthy.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah.
Did I tell you about when I was in college, when I had a job knocking out drywall, and I was working on those houses up in Tahoe with Macho Man Randy Savage?
What?
Or a guy who thought he was Macho Man Randy Savage?
Oh God. Okay. No.
Okay, so.
Oh yeah, you're gonna break that drywall real good.
Yeah, basically.
Cool.
So I was between jobs and I needed money bad, as you're one to be in college. And
college. Man, this is yesterday.
Man, this is all of my life before age 25. So I signed up at this temp agency, and they're like, hey, we'll drive you. We'll give you gloves and everything. We need you to drive up to these rain and snow damaged houses up in Tahoe and knock out drywall. And cut out drywall.
You'd think homes in Tahoe would last against rain and snow.
They're built by idiots.
Okay.
My grandfather has hundreds of stories of people, like, rich people in Tahoe who want their house a certain way, even though it's not, like, for that kind of
Oh,
weather.
I get it.
My grandfather could tell you a million stories about every time he's been sued for, quote, poor building, when
Great.
no, you're just a moron who wanted a flat roof in Tahoe.
Oh no. All right.
Um, so, and even then, like, dude, if enough snow hits, it doesn't matter how good the building
I guess
is.
you're right. Yeah.
So anyway, so like we go to this house. It's this like massive 4 foot house. You literally walk to Lake Tahoe from it, like maybe a quarter of a mile away from it. You can see
Okay.
the lake. And at first I'm on my own. I'm down in the basement, just knocking out by myself. And I get the basement done. They're like, all right, hey, go work with this dude, like, on the second floor. And this dude is this, like, maybe 55 to 60-year-old man.
Mm.
And he's has gray hair, and he's just humming along to himself. And every single time he takes a hammer or a pick and knocks out a full wall, he does the Macho Man Randy Savage thing. Oh yeah, brother! Like every single fucking time, or he'll say something that Macho Man Randy Savage would say. And that was my day that I worked with Macho Man Randy Savage.
Like snap into a Slim Jim.
Yep.
Cream always rises to the top.
I got you for 3 minutes of playtime.
Playtime. Yep. God damn it.
Yep. Yep.
Good. I mean, if that's what gets you psyched up,
You know
it
what?
sounds like a demanding job.
Yeah, no, that job sucked. Dear Lord. Paid well,
Man.
though. It paid well, and that was a temp agency that paid daily.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so
All right.
A plus there.
That's funny.
Yeah, so anyway, we got news stories, then we can call it a week.
News.
News. We don't got much news, actually.
Okay.
So, first up is GTA Red Dead Redemption publisher Rockstar is accused of tax avoidance in the UK.
Wait, who was?
Rockstar.
Oh, great. All right.
Rockstar paid no corporation tax between 2009 and 2018, according to TaxWatch UK. Investigative think tank TaxWatch UK states in its report that Rockstar's combined companies paid zero corporation tax in the United Kingdom between 2009 and 2018, despite the lifetime sales of Grand Theft Auto 5 totaling an estimated US $6 billion. It also claims that Rockstar North, the Edinburgh, Scotland band studio that led the development of GTA 5, claimed 70 million euros of tax credit from Her Majesty's Revenue and Customs over a 10-year period. Rockstar, which is owned by US company Take-Two, apparently achieved this by listing its profits outside the UK instead of declaring a net loss in the UK for the decade ending in 2018.
Wow.
The think tank said this report also raises questions as whether an appropriate amount of profit has been allocated to US companies involved in game development. 7 active companies based in the UK using Take-Two and Rockstar names declared a total profit before tax of $47.3 million in the UK between 2013 and 2018. At the same period, we estimated the operating profit of games published by Rockstar in the region to be $5 billion.
Ugh.
So Grand Theft Auto 5 has sold nearly 110 million copies as of May 2019, and it's widely believed the most commercially successful entertainment product ever.
Yep.
The UK government's video game tax relief scheme allows developers to reduce their tax bill if they meet certain criteria, such as being developed in the UK or involving British characters, locations, or themes. The body in charge of judging these games on the criteria is the British Film Institute, which deemed GTA 5 as being sufficiently culturally British to qualify for the relief. I like how there is a branch of government that determines if something is culturally British enough.
How is culturally British enough? Like I can imagine the extremes, but what's like on the line?
What's on the line? Just like this has enough tea in it. We let it slide.
Culturally British enough.
Gee.
Okay, fine.
Just ride it out, boys.
Yep. I mean, I'm sure you could fake something there.
Let's see. The think tank continued saying, quote, "The situation is absurd. The large amounts of subsidy that Rockstar and Westmail claim from the UK government demonstrates the video game tax credit system is not working as intended. The government should hold an immediate review to its effectiveness. In concluded, quote, we do not believe that this division of profits can be justified under the so-called arm's length standard in international tax law. There's no evidence that HMRC has challenged the setup or that Take-Two has acted illegally. However, it is open that HMRC to challenge the allocation of profit under the transfer pricing system. We're something to investigate this case. Her Majesty's Royal Crown, for its part, told Game Industry that half of large UK businesses are under investigation for tax reasons, but couldn't comment on this specific case. Rockstar is not the only large company accused of avoiding paying taxes in the UK, including Amazon, Starbucks, Vodafone, and Google for registering profits overseas to dodge UK corporation tax. GameStop has contacted Rockstar. We got this from GameStop, by the way. GameSpot.
Okay.
Yeah, GameSpot has contacted Rockstar for comment. No response yet.
Okay.
Pay your taxes, y'all.
Come on, guys.
Like, look, I hate taxes more than anyone. Dude, I'm like, I get it. Like, fuck taxes. You know, like, we were right. Dump the tea in the fucking harbor. But, jeez.
The dumping the tea in the harbor, it's not because of taxes. It's because taxes without representation.
Right. Well, there's a bunch of shit that went along with that. But, like, yes.
Well, yes, of course. I'm simplifying it severely. But
yeah, like, let me tell you, we can talk about the Articles of Confederation and all that bullshit forever.
Oh, boy, yeah.
But I hate taxes as much as the next guy. But, like, Jesus fucking Christ. $6 billion, 5 of which in the UK, like, is probably marked for the UK to be taxed from.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus H. Christ. Like, okay, like, and I get it, like, overshore tax holdings, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay, everyone does it. I get it. But, like, come fucking on. You paid nothing? And this isn't like, and here's the thing. This isn't like an Amazon in the US thing where, like, they paid taxes for, like, years and they, like, wrote off taxes for, like, oh, we built all these fucking robots or we created all these jobs. This is literally just, we made all this money.
Yep.
Like,
I mean, you see, tons of companies doing this and getting off scot-free.
what was it the shit that Apple was doing? It was either Scotland or Ireland that didn't have, like, taxes for corporations, and then Apple, like, has a headquarter, like, has a shell there that they funnel, like, their money into, and then that funnels into something else, and then it goes back to them with being taxed significantly less. I forget what this is. There's a video on it on YouTube. Someone go find it.
Okay.
Like, I don't know, like, why... I get why, like, dude, but, like...
Yeah.
This is not a company that needs to do this.
Right.
This is not a company that needs to do this. This is, like, this is the biggest goddamn video game in the history of ever.
Yep.
Literally, you cannot get any bigger. Like, you don't go up from here, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need tax fraud.
They're investigating how crimes happen and portraying it in video games. I wouldn't be surprised if it's tempting to try it.
Like, you have, like, literally, that made so much...
Yep.
Whoo! Okay, so, literally, that game has made so much money.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so, like, absurd amounts of money.
Yep.
Like, absolutely fucking insane. Like, you can't fathom it. You cannot fathom it. And you're telling me you can't kick 10% to the UK government? Really? Or, like, because I'm sure that if they did this shit through official channels, they probably still could have got a shit ton of tax cuts. Let's be
Sure.
real. Let's be real. Okay, like, I helped my grandfather run his business, and then, like, I got a little insight from my prior boss into, his business dealings. And, like, look, man, there are plenty of tax cuts to go around. Okay? As someone who, like, even as an Uber driver, which is considered a small business, I paid way less taxes than I should have last year.
Man, shush. I wonder what it's like in the UK. I have no idea.
Yeah, like, I don't know what their tax structure is. I know, like, I know our tax structure, which is something else.
It's probably not the same.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. So we got a couple of different. We got a little bit of fighting game news here.
Okay.
Got a lot of fighting game news. Perhaps that's mostly what we have going forward.
All right.
So first things first, Evo has a bunch of panels going on, but one of them is is with Combo Queens, and they're doing a panel called Women of the FGC.
Oh.
So I highly recommend you go check that panel out, either after Evo or during Evo. It looks like it's going to be really cool. Speaking of Evo, the 2 p.m. on Friday, they have the evolution of streaming in fighting games, hosted by XSplit, who XSplit is how we record this and how I personally stream. So, hey, give that software a look.
Yep.
I love the title of this panel because it just, like, is so inspiring.
Okay.
What's stopping you?
All right.
Don't be a bitch.
Don't let your dreams be dreams.
Yeah, don't be a bitch. Get in training mode. You fucking load up those B&Bs and you go to work, boy. Data Beyond games. How to beat up your friends with frame data and hitboxes. Stream Monsters Incorporated. And then applying for sponsorships. That's for semi-pro players.
Okay.
So yeah, those are all some good panels going on, but the one I stress is Women in the FGC. The FGC is definitely more inclusive than a lot of game communities. Like, they actually posted the commentator lineup for EVO this year, like all the commentators for all the games, and like like black, white, brown, Latino, Hispanic, man, woman, gay, straight, we got it all.
Is the fighting game community not, like as a whole, not as diverse? I guess I could have guessed that, but
it depends on the area. In all honesty, like I'll send you the commentator list here.
Sure.
If I can find it.
Look at this amateur podcaster, doesn't have his lists up.
I know, I'm a trash fire. Alright, nope. That's the Evo. That's for our next news story, so you know what? That's fucking perfect, actually.
Okay, fine. We can do that.
Alright,
but these panels sound great.
Yeah, so, there you go. Those are both sent.
Okay.
Or I think I sent them. No, fuck. God damn it.
Yeah, I got nothing.
There we go. Boom, boom. So yeah, on the right side though, yeah, no, like, that is a diverse...
Looks like a fighting game roster in itself.
Yeah. My personal favorite is Yipes.
Okay.
Yeah. But no, like, it's... And, like, you kind of see that at the events, because, even at our local, which Reno doesn't have a huge local, we got dudes of all ages, skin colors, we got a couple girls there, we got one trans person there.
Right.
And generally we're pretty welcoming. The Ray's experience with the Mortal Kombat community was not great.
Cool.
But other than
Wonderful.
that, as for... So, yeah, that's... But yeah, and then as for the next news story that I actually wanted to bring up is the Evo lineup.
All right.
So for those of you who are wanting to know when and what to watch at Evo this weekend, which starts this upcoming Friday, so if you're interested in watching Super Smash Bros. Pools are 10 a.m. Friday. Pools round 2, because there's so many goddamn people in that game. 2 p.m. Saturday. Semifinals are 8 p.m. Saturday. The finals and the grand finale of EVO, 7 p.m. Sunday.
All right.
Tekken. Pools, 10 a.m. Friday. Pools round 2, 12 p.m. Saturday. Semifinals, 6 p.m. Saturday. Grand finals, 3:30 Sunday.
All right.
Street Fighter 5 Arcade Edition. Pools round 1, 10 a.m. Friday. Pools round 2, 8 p.m. Saturday. 2 p.m. Saturday. Sorry,
2 p.m.
That's really tiny on my screen.
Yeah.
Semifinals, 8 p.m. Saturday. Finals, noon on Sunday. I have already told my girlfriend that I will be subjecting her to that.
I'm sure she's thrilled.
I was like, I'm happy to hang out and happy to come over, but we're doing this. So Blaze Blue Cross Tag, 10 a.m. Friday, 4 p.m. Saturday, finals 9 p.m. Sunday, or 9 a.m. Sunday. Yep. Weird placement, but okay. Mortal Kombat. So according to this, the whole reason this is Saturday is because of sponsors. Like, they don't want it on ESPN and shit because of how gory it is.
That's funny.
That's
okay.
That's the rumor, supposedly.
I mean, I can't imagine anything else. And Mortal Kombat is like huge in terms of pop culture, so it has to be because of the violence.
Yeah. 6 p.m. semifinals, 8 p.m. Saturday finals. Samurai Showdown, 10 a.m. 10 a.m. Friday, 8 p.m. Friday, 2 p.m. Saturday, 4 p.m. Saturday. My big show, 10 a.m. Friday for pools, Dragon Ball Fighters. 10 a.m. Saturday for finals, semifinals, and 1 p.m. Saturday for finals.
Yeah.
Unist, Under Night in Birth.
What?
That's Under Night in Birth, otherwise known as Unist. What?
Is this an established fighting franchise?
This is a franchise that is made by Arc System Works, the Guilty Gear people.
Oh.
It's really super, like, in-depth from a tech standpoint. Okay. It's kind of like, this year it's finally gaining a lot of traction, and it's, like, kind of the new hotness.
Okay, well, I would expect the Guilty Gear people to have a game in EVO.
They have fucking 3.
Oh.
They have Dragon Ball.
They did Blaze Blue, didn't they?
Yep, and Unist. Yep. So they are 10 a.m. Friday, 8 p.m. Friday, 10 a.m. Saturday for grand finals. Ooh, no, I ain't waking up for that shit. Not for grand finals of it. Soul Calibur, all Friday, 10, 6, 8.
All right. I'm worried most about the Blaze Blue having finals at 9 a.m. Sunday. Like, whoa.
Especially, like, because every single night there's parties going on.
Right, so like I would save up all my energy for Friday night and Saturday night having fun, and then Sunday morning, like, that's supposed to be when you're just the most excited, and it's like,
okay, so it also depends on what you want to watch. To be fair, because like out of this list, I want to watch Smash, I want to watch Street Fighter, I want to watch Dragon Ball.
Sure.
So like for me, like I could, for me, I have kind of a rough Saturday. But I can kind of mostly sleep in on Sunday.
That's true.
I don't need to be up till like 9,
11?
10.
Yeah,
11. Yeah, like no biggie there.
Yep. Okay.
So yeah, that's a little more FGC news there.
Fun.
Hero from the Dragon Quest Hero. Supposedly its release date was leaked. It's going to be Wednesday this week, so tomorrow, as of this podcast posting. So hopefully we're getting our new Smash character soon.
Yeah, right. Yep.
As for EVO announcements, no, Street Fighter 6 will not be at EVO 2019.
Okay.
Yoshinori Ono confirmed on Twitter saying that he doesn't have Street Fighter 4. Or sorry, Street Fighter 6. I don't want to say Street Fighter 4. He does not have Street Fighter 6. He says his team is more concerned with the arcade edition of Street Fighter V, which launched on PS4 and PC last year. Let's see. So
So there are people working on it, but
yeah. And then yeah, they haven't said much other than that. They really haven't said much other than that. Like they said they have an announcement, and he doesn't have Street Fighter 6. So that's it.
I wonder.
Yeah. Speaking of shit that got leaked as well, so it already was announced ages ago that Janemba is the next Dragon Ball character, but he was leaked on the eShop, the Nintendo eShop earlier this week.
Wonderful.
So that basically says he's going to be out in the next 2 weeks.
Yep.
So Janemba coming soon. Your teleporting candy demon man.
Hey man, I've learned to love my demonic candy demon men.
All right. Have you heard of Majin Buu?
I mean that's to establish my love.
So last piece of news is, are you aware of these 1UP arcade machines?
Nope. What's up?
Okay, so what these 1UP arcade machines are is they cost anywhere from $200 to $400. Okay. And you basically build a miniature arcade machine for your house. And it plays like 3 to 4 games, and it's like this real working ass arcade machine, but a little smaller in your home. Yeah, for an affordable charge. You get 2 people totally playing on it.
Okay.
And if you buy one of their like risers for it, it's as tall as a normal cab.
Fine.
Otherwise, it's kind of short, and you're going to need a chair. Okay. But still, good size. Like I'll post a link in the chat for the one I'm going to be discussing here.
All right. So it's just selling the cabinet itself?
No, it comes with the game.
Okay, so about the games.
Yeah. So it comes. So it's this full working cab that comes with 2 to 3 games, and they cost anywhere from $200 to $400, depending on if they have a riser or not and what games they are. These have been doing oddly well. In fact, I nearly bought the Street Fighter one when it was $250.
Oh.
Like they're really cool. Like they're legit ass arcade machines for your house. But they're like kind of shrunk down a little bit, so they don't fucking eat up like you. So you can fit it in like an apartment.
Right. Like so, used original cabinets can sometimes be around that $200-$400 range. So to get something that's new, and does these games for $200-$400 sounds nice.
Yeah. So like you can see the picture of the dude here. Like that's actually a pretty good scale. Like that's
that with the riser.
Yeah, that's with the riser. So
yeah, that's not bad.
But the reason that's important is this new one that I showed you. They just announced this. It has Marvel superheroes, X-Men: Children of the Atom, and the Punisher.
I'm not familiar with the Punisher.
It's a side-scrolling beat 'em up. The other 2 are the ones that matter.
Okay.
If I'm being just real here, because that implies, oh man, Capcom and Disney are still working together then.
Oh, yeah.
To make this happen, because Capcom has to get permission to use their game.
Right.
So, one, I want this so bad. Dear Lord. Because holy shit, this looks incredible.
Yep.
But yeah, so just... and then you get a full-on Marvel superheroes, X-Men Children of the Atom machine.
Man.
In your house.
Good price.
And then you can even go in and customize it, get bigger... get bigger, better screens, get different ball taps, all kinds of shit.
That's cool. I hope they get more games, though. Like, I like what they've done, but...
Yeah, so, honestly, looking at this list, here are the ones I would buy. The Mortal Kombat one. They have all the Mortal Kombats that matter, 1 through 3.
Oh, okay, I'm looking at the wrong page. I gotta...
Yeah, go to game titles.
Okay, alright, I'm here.
So scroll down all the way bottom. So the first row I don't care about, like whatever.
So okay, because I just want to talk about the first row real quick. They have a Pac-Man cabinet, and they have Pac-Man and Pac-Man Plus. They do not have Miss Pac-Man.
Yeah, they're gonna save that for a separate machine probably. But then you got the Star Wars games I'm not a fan of, but you got that Marvel machine, right?
That Marvel machine's pretty good.
Then you go scroll down, you get Street Fighter. Well, that's a $250 cab. That's cheap.
Like, some of my favorite memories are at Roller Kingdom playing Street Fighter 2.
Yeah. So
Like, that would be cool to have.
Galaga, which, not a fan. But this one, the one next to it, has two of my favorite arcade games ever.
Oh, God, I'm looking at this. Oh, man.
They got Rampage and Gauntlet.
Hell yeah, Gauntlet.
For $300, bro.
And with Joust and Defender.
Which, those last two, whatever. But, like...
Yeah.
But, like, Rampage.
Oh, wow.
Fucking
That's
Rampage.
Crazy. Oh, man, I just scrolled down to the next one.
Final Fight and MK. Yeah.
We got the Final Fight MK. Hey, don't knock Golden Tee.
Yeah, Golden Tee.
There's a place for Golden Tee. It's probably not in my house, but
it's considering these things cost $300 a pop. Probably not. But
probably not. But let me tell you, I bet you I would be more than happy to see this in a bar.
Yeah. Space Invaders. Space Invader one has to be cheap, right? I think it has to be like.
Is it 200?
Probably
250?
Probably 200.
Oh, it doesn't even say.
Centipede, which Karate Champ, Though Karate
Centipede.
Champ does have Bad Dudes and Burger Time.
Oh, really? Oh, see, Bad Dudes.
Yeah, are you a bad enough
about.
dude? I met the guy who made that game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good person to meet.
His daughter is super cool.
Cool. That's
Yeah, like Thomas is
always
actually
nice to see new people,
Yeah.
new cool people.
Thomas is actually homies with her. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
What about Karate Champ guy?
I did not meet Karate Champ guy.
Dude, Karate Champ. Also, we just totally ignored Missile Command on that last machine.
Oh yeah, they put a lot in this one.
Missile Command's good.
All right, yeah. So there's One Up Arcade Cabs. Go check them out.
This is worth checking out to see what new games they release for this.
Like,
I'm going to favorite this.
if I hadn't moved a roommate in here and still had like a spare bedroom, like I'd probably fill it with these.
Like, it's going to be a long time before I ever have the space for one of these, to be honest, but...
No, dude, in a one bedroom, you can fit one of these in a living room.
I mean, yeah, but I've also got other things in my life.
That's true.
I got music stuff around here. I'm barely fitting this drum set.
Oh, right, yeah, you... see, for me, it's like spare computers.
Like if I'm getting a cabinet, I'm honestly like in a home.
Yeah, like the dream is to do what like the Penny Arcade guys did, where they just like turned his garage into an arcade.
Yep.
Like that is the dream.
You get speakers set up so you just play like 80s music.
You get your Marvel 2 cab, you get your Street Fighter cabs, you spend way too much fucking money on these cabinets. And then maintaining them.
You have to buy them all at once so that you can justify buying, a small moving truck to carry them all in at once.
Yeah, and then like you have to install carpet into your fucking garage.
Yep.
And make sure it's like flood proof and like.
Well.
And like do the right lighting and like. That's a big ass project. Like make it.
But that is a Minecraft ass project. Like it's not necessarily fun. But like the progress you make towards completing your dream setup alone can be a lot of fun.
I kind of want to do that for a stream setup. Like because that's like way easier and more realistic. Like I thought about it.
That's true.
I'm just like, all right. Like I thought about like what okay, paint the room a color I like, and then like put up hanging shelves for all the amiibos in the background. Mm-hmm. Make better camera lighting. Like I can do all of this in the spare bedroom once again if I ever, I'm living solo, which probably won't be till I move up there. But we'll see.
Yeah, sure.
Anyway, yeah, I think that's it for the week. Unless we got anything else.
Make me a skate cabinet.
Skate or die.
Yeah, that's fine.
Skate or die is fine.
Skate or die is alright.
I like Tony Hawk 3 and Underground and all those.
Tony Hawk games are good. But like in a post-skate world, it's weird to go back to that, in my opinion.
In a post-skate world.
Look, man, that right stick, it just changed everything. Now you go back and you do left X in the air, and it doesn't feel right.
Fair enough.
Unless you were not willing to make the jump to skate.
I was not.
Yeah.
I found it awkward, so
I get it.
I did not join you in your future. I'm sorry.
Oh. Well, my future's over now.
Skate.
And so is Tony Hawk, so skating, I don't know. It's ollie ollie.
Just how about no one wants to buy a fucking skateboarding game anymore? But both of these are untrue because at least there is at least some audience because dangerous driving and its other game by the Burnout people exist and sold well enough, and we have these skate tweets every single E3.
Yep.
So apparently there's enough of people to bitch about it, but not enough people to make it a reality.
It's the same thing where I tell everyone who brings the subject up, Nintendo has made in the Wii U and the Switch a controller with a screen in it with shoulder buttons left and right that would make for one hell of a photo taking game. Man, wouldn't it be cool if we made Pokemon Snap 2 and made that a bundle with this console? I bet that'd sell a lot. No, let's forget about it.
Nintendo already has too much shit I'm salty about to be mad about that one.
Yeah.
That one's
that's mine.
That one's number 5 for me on the shit about Nintendo where I'm like, ooh. Number 1 is F-Zero.
Yeah.
Man, you want to look really good? A full HD 60 frames per second F-Zero.
Imagine how fast that would be.
Imagine how good that would look. Man, how good does Wipeout HD look on the fucking PS3?
Dude, Wipeout Fury.
How fucking great does Fast RMX look on the same piece of hardware you own, Nintendo?
Yeah.
Man, wouldn't it be cool if you were to make a new one of these?
Yeah. Especially after Mario Kart 8 feels like it perfected, the kart racer.
Honestly, Mario Kart 8 felt like it was just a test demo for what if we do the F-Zero thing? Cars upside
down. Because the anti-grav stuff, yeah.
Yeah, the entire time I'm like, aw, this feels like they're demoing for something.
Right?
Fucking to go ahead demoing to kick me in the balls, maybe. So, alright, while we're at it, Nintendo, it's been 11 years, man. I would love a new Punch-Out.
Well, yeah. I would like a Punch-Out. It's just, that last Punch-Out was really good.
It was perfect.
But it was Punch-Out. Where do you go with Punch-Out?
You just make crazier patterns, I guess. I don't know. That's for them to figure out, but I want more. Or just port the shit. I don't care.
The words that have been ringing in my mind that Reggie spoke years ago at E3. What? It's like, you want old, but you want new. You want something different, but you want it to be comfortable. We've heard you.
And they had a bomb-ass E3 that year.
Was that the same E3 where he rolled his shoulders up, or was that another?
No, that was a different one.
Or sleeves up?
No, that was a different one, but that was the one where they rolled off and they're like, we got GoldenEye and Donkey Kong and fucking all this shit.
Yeah.
Before the dark years.
Man. I don't know.
I look back at the Wii U and just every single time I'm just like, oh, buddy, you were destined for failure.
I'm telling you, again, they had put Pokemon Snap 2 on it.
I don't think
that's all you need.
Dude, I don't think that would have saved it.
I don't think it would have saved it, but that would have made it worth it. I thought Mario Kart 8 was worth it.
I thought Smash and Bayonetta made it worth it. But going back and looking at that system, there are 3 types of failures in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
There's something we could have done. No. Dreamcast Vita. Then there's just, this wasn't our fault, but still did okay. N64, GameCube. Then you have the fucking Wii U Virtual Boy fucking, Here, let's send this lamb out to slaughter. You know?
I remember. Okay, I remember the beginning of the Wii U, and it's like a lot of things Nintendo does, where it's like, I see the potential in this. There is something here.
Like, yes, but like it was also very much just surrounded with, man, that thing's kind of expensive and like marketed poorly and
Man, it was marketed
underpowered
so poorly.
and
Oh, they could not have done that worse.
and underpowered and like
Yep.
all this other shit, and then like for the first like 7 to 8 months of existence, there are like 2 games on it.
Okay, so Mario Maker came out of that. Mario Kart 8 came out of that. Splatoon came
Yeah,
out of that. Again, these are all Nintendo.
I'm saying
like,
I'm saying like for the first 8 months of its existence.
well, when you market it as the Wii, goddamn you.
You know, like I go and I look at like this isn't the case of the Vita where it's like, oh man, this thing launched with a killer launch lineup, and like if it weren't for these stupid memory cards, this thing probably would have done okay.
You think
Like,
that was it?
I totally think that's it. Like, that thing launched super strong. Like, that thing came out of the gates swinging. Like, you had Marvel vs. Capcom. You had a full Uncharted game on that thing at launch.
Yeah.
You know, it's just
Like, I didn't deny it was powerful. I don't think anyone was denying that.
I think the problem with that system was just, okay, it's $250 with the system, which is already a hard pill to swallow. Like,
Sure.
like okay, but like people did it for the PSP.
Yeah.
You know, and like people were not entirely adverse to doing it for the 3DS. But like then to say, hey, here's an 8 gig memory card for $50
Yeah.
on this multimedia device that comes with no memory.
Yeah, that didn't help.
And then they had a little bit of a drought after the launch, but fuck, the launch had so many goddamn games that like I didn't see that as real an issue. I think the issue it's like for the first year and a half of that thing, they actually supported it really well. It had a lot of good games, a lot of good support. It's just they priced like idiots. Like if they would have sold that thing for $200 and like just used micro SD cards like the Switch does, I think that system has a totally different life.
Okay.
And to this day, I like look at that thing and I get pissed off at it for what could have been. Because like, I played my Vita a lot more than my 3DS.
Yeah.
I hold the fact that the Vita, from a design standpoint, like the hardware, is the best fucking portable ever made. Beautiful fucking screen, great controls, comfortable, you know, digital download and cart, like it, you know, like it's a wonderful system in every fucking way. In fact, I'm probably gonna be bringing it with me to Michigan because, like, dude, Symphony of the Night runs on that thing. Like, tons of great games are on that thing. That's another thing about the Vita is like, even though people shit on it, like it has a pretty good library.
Sure.
Like, a really big library, too. It's just that it's indie games and fucking Japanese games.
Right.
You know, so, like, yeah, go play Danganronpa. It's a great game.
Oh, okay.
Go play, go play, what's the name of it? Jeez, God. It's that Monster Hunter game. Freedom Wars. Go play Soul Sacrifice. Awesome games. Shovel Knight. Axiom Verge, Guacamelee, Sound Shapes. These are all Vita games. They're rad as hell. Like,
Sure.
it became my primary, like, anytime, like, an indie game came out that was not, like, super intense 3D, my first response was, is it coming to Vita?
Okay.
You know?
Yeah. No, I remember you were deep in the Vita. Vita Loca.
Living to Vita Loca.
Leaving the Vita Loca. Yep.
Yeah, it's a shame that we're never getting another Sony handheld again. Because I'm gonna throw out a statement that I'll probably get me crucified.
All right.
The PSP is the best handheld ever made.
Okay.
Fight me.
Why is this?
Okay, look, I love the game. For second place is Game Boy Advance. All right, I'll easily give that there. The original Game Boy, its library is mostly trash. And I will include the color in that statement. Pokemon is great.
Yep.
The Wario World is great. Link's Awakening, great. Yep. The Oracle game's solid. That's kind of... And then from there you kind of fall apart.
Pokemon Pinball.
Yeah, sure. Alright.
I was going to say Legacy of Goku, but that's Advance.
Yeah. No, man, if you want to start talking the Game Boy Advance, then you have a debate.
Yeah, that's a whole thing.
Then you got fucking that system. Ooh, boy.
How about that SP?
Yeah, that's Game Boy Advance.
Yeah, it is. I'm just saying it's sexy. I like to bring up the SP when I can.
Yeah, no. Like, it's a shame that thing... didn't that thing not have a headphone jack?
You might be right. I honestly can't recall. It's been too long. I just know it was backlit.
Which is and rechargeable. Both two huge things.
Yep. Huge things at the time.
But no, so like... Let's talk the PSP.
Okay, let's talk the PSP.
This thing...
Let's talk PSP Go.
Okay.
No, let's not. PSP.
I owned one.
I owned one. I got Peace Walker, and I was like, this was fun.
Oh, God. Okay, so... let's talk PSP. That thing,
I do not know very much about PSP.
That thing got 2 full Grand Theft Auto games on it that were awesome. It got 2 full God of Wars. It got arguably the best Metal Gear to some people. We got a full Persona game on that boy. We got a full Burnout game on that thing. It had some of the best JRPGs ever. It could play PS1 games.
Okay.
If you're willing to hack that thing and play fucking Super Nintendo games.
Sure.
You know, it was a bomb-ass media player. It had so many just underrated gems. Valkyria Chronicles 2, Ogre Battle Tactics. It had a full-fledged Kingdom Hearts game that was awesome as hell on it.
Well, what doesn't have a full-fledged Kingdom Hearts game on it?
No, this one, played, the first 2.
Oh, okay.
This isn't some card battle, dream drop bullshit. You got a fucking full-on port of Tekken 5.
Oh.
You got Darkstalkers was on that thing. In my opinion, the better Tetris, Luminous, was on that thing. Gitaru Man was on that thing. Fucking PSP was fucking rad. Loco Roco, Patapon.
Oh, yeah.
Just fucking PSP was so good. And, it was, in an era with, the DS, which I think is the most overrated console in the history of ever.
Yeah.
Everyone talks about, I love the DS! And I'm like, why?
I think it was the gimmick. It was fun.
It was just, it had a cool gimmick and Pokemon.
Yep.
And,
the lesson of the Game Boy is Pokemon's usually all you need.
Yeah, and it sucks. I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate it because, here's this, objectively better product. It's more powerful. The hardware is better. The games look better. They're, fully fleshed out, PS2 level games. But it doesn't have fucking Pokemon. So everyone fucking ignores it.
Yep. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you do in that situation.
Because fuck,
What do you do as Sony if you were in charge of PSP at a crucial time? What do you think you would do?
They did everything you could do. They put out 2 Grand Theft Auto games on that thing.
Oh, is it Chinatown Wars?
No, real ones, Vice, Liberty City, and Vice City Stories.
Oh, okay.
They put out 2 God of War games. They put out a Final Fantasy VII prequel.
Oh.
Well, it was good, really good.
I mean, I'm not one to say I never owned a PSP.
Peace Walker was the shit. Oh, God. The Daxter, great game. Wipeout XL, great game. The Hot Shots Golf on PSP, great game. Third Birthday, great Parasite Eve continuation. Just fucking goddamn it. And the system...
PSP sold well, didn't it?
Yeah, it actually did sell. It sold 82 million units. But, compared to the DS, and it's like 155, and like every time like I go to a convention, everyone just like whenever I have this discussion, like people just like want to suck off the DS, and I'm just like, nah, the PSP was the clearly superior platform. Like, you know,
You just felt like you had a chip on your shoulder all of a sudden.
yeah, like just like it's like I want you to go look at fucking Metal Gear Peace Walker and play that, and then play any game on the fucking DS, and you tell me it's a comparison. Yeah. God damn it.
I remember it for all like the UMD movies.
Yeah, those were dumb. I will give you
Yeah.
that. Those were dumb. But then again, you can watch, like, this is back in the age before phones.
Yeah.
So, like, on the one hand, they were dumb, but on the other hand,
At the time, they were relevant.
they were relevant. And then also, like, okay, like, you don't have to buy UMD movies, you just buy a really big memory card and rip a movie to it.
Sure. What memory card? How much do memory cards cost then?
At launch, they were expensive, but then, like, 2 years later, they were super cheap. Like, I got, like, an 8 gig memory card for, like, $25 at the time.
Okay.
Which, like, that was enough to hold, like, a lot. Like, that's a lot for 2008, 2009.
Yeah. What were they proprietary or was it just?
Yeah, it was proprietary, but it was, like, Sony's, like... But Sony used it in stuff that wasn't just their, game system. Like, they used it in their phones and their cameras and shit.
Okay, so they were making a bunch.
Yeah, so it's not like the Vita where, like, prices stayed high because fuck you. Like...
Yeah.
Like, by then, like, you get, like, right now, Vita memory cards are still super expensive.
Man.
Versus, like, you can get a 32 gig PSP memory card for, like, $10. No, like, and Vita fixed all of the problems of the PSP. I don't want to go to bed mad.
We're introducing a new PSP game. It's called Pac-Man.
Introducing a new PSP game. It's called Do Everything You Possibly Can to Make an Amazing System and Do So, but get fucked because Pokemon.
Okay, come up with something. One thing that was not done. I know you said everything, but think of something.
They could have cut price maybe a year sooner.
Okay.
That's like they launched strong with a great launch lineup. They had Grand Theft Auto out in the first year.
Uh-huh.
Just they could have made it. Well, yeah, and this, like that they even like they tried to fight piracy, but that was a big problem with the PSP.
Right.
Piracy was fucking rampant on it.
Yeah.
But like that and not cutting price soon enough were their two like big fuck ups. But like, man, I want you to hold like a PSP and then like a DS Fat. And
Yeah.
then, like, especially like at the time, like hold a PSP, play like Luminous and then one of the early PSP games, and then go play fucking a DS Fat and Mario 64 and Meteos. And it's like, what the fuck is this shit?
Right.
And then, like, even 2 years later, it's like, oh man, check out new Super Mario Bros. I'm like, that's cool. I got Metal Gear Portable Ops and a full God of War game.
Yep.
God. Then I'll go play my fucking PSP tonight.
Just like just quietly sobbing.
Just brooding. Just Sony made two amazing handhelds, and especially their first handheld. Like, that thing hit it out of the park, and like it did well. It sold really well, but didn't sell like DS numbers. And then their second handheld improved upon everything. Like, people bitched about the PSP. Oh, it didn't have a second analog stick, and they were like more nubs than they were stick. Oh, it didn't have this fucking this or that or that. Like, the fucking Vita comes out and fixes all those fucking problems. And what did the universe say to the Vita? Fuck you. God damn it. I might save this compilation and like cut it together for like Gamecraft clips or some shit. Jesus.
Let's get some conversation about this. Let's get some other voices on the PSP.
I'll tweet it at Greg.
What
Miller.
could have been?
PSP did fine. Like it's the Vita. That's the what could have been.
That's the crime.
Because like I think about like, man, they promised a full BioShock to that thing that never came out.
Oh yeah.
Rockstar promised to make a game for that thing that never happened. Man, they probably could have ported Persona 5 to that thing. It ran on the PS3.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yep. Oh man, imagine what a PS Vita Monster Hunter would look like with a second analog stick.
Are they still putting out games for the Vita?
In Japan, not here.
In Japan, great.
Yeah, no, and they actually discontinued the making the hardware this year.
Oh, pour one out.
Pour it out for the Vita.
Wow.
Please send me a message so I remember to put that as the title of this podcast. Pour one out for the Vita.
All right.
Yeah, please send that now.
There's a Vita Slim.
Yeah, so they put that out like a year and a half in and cut the price to $200. It had a longer battery life, and it charged via USB-C or USB, but they swapped out the OLED screen for an LCD screen. So the screen, like, so you get better battery, and technically and like in some ways a worse screen.
Oh.
And then you get a slimmer, lighter model that charges via USB. Oh, and actually has a gig of built-in memory, which I don't get the fucking point of that was. But okay.
And there's one here that says Vita system with Wi-Fi.
Yeah, so you remember the Vita launched with like 3G support, right?
Oh my god, that's right.
Yeah, Nick and I had that argument because I called him a moron for buying one with 3G. Because I'm like, the fuck are you going to do? Play online on the bus?
Right.
You know? And I was right. Shocking. Fucking... The only software that used that shit was Nier. No one fucking cared. You know? Like, who thought... And, like, I remember that E3. I remember because when they announced that AT&T was the exclusive fucking
dude,
partner,
yeah.
and, like, that was
man.
at the time when AT&T was exclusive to the iPhone, so there's all this fucking bad blood.
Ah. That was not a good... That was not a good thing. I remember that. That was a bad... That was received poorly the moment it was announced.
I remember everything else about their E3 presentation for the Vita being fire. They showed off all these cool games and all this advanced tech. The only thing that got a rise was like, and the 3DS at the time was $250 as well. So when they said it was $250, people were like, "Oh shit!" But you notice the only thing they didn't say was the price of the fucking memory cards. They saved that shit till like 2 weeks before the Japanese launch in December. And just dropped that nuclear fucking bomb.
Man.
I actually couldn't get the size of the memory card I wanted. I wanted a 32, but they were sold out, so I got a 16. I remember, but like, dude, my Vita launch lineup was stacked. I bought a Vita, Uncharted, Hot Shots Golf, Wipeout, Super Stardust HD, Marvel vs. Capcom, and Luminous.
That's a pretty good launch lineup.
That's not even all the launch games. There was more. Those were just the ones I wanted.
Right.
Weird story. I actually got one of my platinum trophies I got on the Vita. I have the platinum trophy for PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale on Vita.
Nice.
Yeah, because I used to play that game when the podcast would render after we were cutting like shit into it. And like I would just like go online and fight against people, and I got like to 80% of the way there, and I looked up the rest of trophies, and I'm like, oh, I can do this.
Yep.
So now I have God. That's a game that should probably get a sequel.
That game was fun. Yeah, they needed more characters. They were missing, key characters due to business stuff, and If they can get the business done, like a sequel to that, I wouldn't mind.
Man, how shitty does it feel to be PlayStation when it's like Smash Brothers has Cloud and Snake in it?
Yep.
All right,
Could have done stuff with that.
Yep, we probably should have done that. Oh well.
Customers who bought PlayStation Vita system with Wi-Fi also bought Skate 2 for the Xbox 360. They're smart people.
Fun fact about the PlayStation Vita is it has an absurdly high attach rate.
Oh.
Like it's like people who buy Vitas buy like 9+ games for it.
I mean, I would hope so.
So like like every time Vita owners are surveyed, it's like extremely happy with the system. So what does that tell Sony corporate?
Right.
People love this device once they have it in their fucking hands.
Let's figure out. We need something to lead them in.
Well, we can't get them to buy the fucking thing.
Wonder what the bundles were.
Shit.
I know there was an Uncharted one.
There was an Uncharted one and there was a Borderlands one. The Borderlands one was the one that was like really famous. And Borderlands 2 ran like shit on the Vita.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I remember Wipeout XL not running super great.
It ran fine. It wasn't amazing, but it ran fine. It's not like Jak and Daxter is the one that stands out as being a broken, torrid piece of shit.
Oh. Mortal Kombat 9 for the PS Vita.
That thing ran great. It was great. One of the best versions of that game.
That seems like it'd be fun to play on the go.
Yeah, no, that thing never got a Gran Turismo like the PSP did. Just realized that. Man, it's you wanna would have saved that system probably. They put out that Call of Duty bundle, and that Call of Duty on that thing was a terrible, terrible, horrible game.
Right.
If that thing would have launched with a real, full-on Call of Duty game, that might have turned that system around. Because, like, here's the thing: software is what does it at the end of the day.
Yep.
And that in Japan, that thing had a lot of software that appealed to people. Tons of JRPGs and novels and like it had a very Japanese appeal. But in the West, it only really had Uncharted and Assassin's Creed. Like, could you imagine if like Rockstar put like GTA 4 on that thing?
Oh god!
Like the way they did GTA 3.
Yeah.
Or like something akin to that. Like it would have been a different world we're living in, man.
Have Need for Speed and Most Wanted, the remake for the Vita.
I remember that being fairly good on Vita. I remember that like the Madden on Vita being pretty good too, and the load times being ridiculous.
Interesting.
Dragon's Crown was a great Vita game. The Persona dancing games were awesome on Vita. I got a platinum in that on Vita.
Do you think... I'm just curious, because we were talking about names earlier with the Wii U. Do you think the Vita name put some people off?
No, I don't think it's weird enough to put people off, but I do think that they should have just called it PSP2.
Sure.
Because PSP had name recognition and was a strong...
That was another thing where like it was like the opposite problem that the Wii to Wii U had.
Yeah.
Where this was like completely separated. It should have been like, you need to know that this is a continuation of this popular thing, but you can't confuse it as like an add-on of the popular thing.
Exactly. Like that's
this is why we have the twos. This is why we have the numbers.
Right. This is why we're gonna get PS5 next year.
Right. I want to know what Xbox is gonna do.
God, I hope they call it the 2.
That would be funny.
I hope they call it Xbox 2 or Xbox 720.
Yep.
That's what I want more than anything.
Yep.
Yeah, no. I don't know, people. I actually would recommend you go buy a Vita and like here's the thing at this point. Yeah, there's a bunch of good shit you can go back and play.
Okay.
It's the only place you're getting portable Metal Gear.
Yeah. You
can play Metal Gear 1, 2, 3, and Peace Walker all on the go.
Yeah.
It also helps that you can download a bunch of PS1 games on it.
Yeah.
And PSP games.
All right.
So, yeah, no, like, and like I actually got in a discussion like, well, do you want Sony to make another handheld? Well, now that the Switch exists, no, because
Yep.
That the Switch is doing what the PSP was doing and what the Vita was doing. You were taking real ass games, console style games,
Yep.
and putting them on a portable.
Yep.
But now Nintendo just decided we're gonna do that shit now.
Unless they can come up with something better.
I would love for PS5 to be a Switch competitor. I would love for them to come out and be like, "Hey, we're the $500 to $600 Switch that does 4K."
Right.
Oh, that's what I want more than anything.
It's gonna be interesting to see how the other consoles, what they come out with.
I'm so curious, bro. Like, I really hope this generation is not just a spec bump and SSDs.
No, that's what this generation was.
Yeah, that's what I think. That's what the like. I think
That's why this is gonna be different.
I think Sony's gonna focus on VR a little bit, and I think everything else is just gonna be a spec bump, and that's so just fuck me disappointing.
Well, yeah, Xbox is the one that's being driven to actually do stuff this time. So,
Yeah, and to be fair, last time Xbox was driven to do stuff, we got an online revolution. So,
yep.
Here's fucking hoping they do it again.
Yep.
Anyway, I think that's it.
Okay. Yeah.
Feeling good.
Feeling fantastic.
Feeling like we've roasted to death enough.
Oh God, this summer, man.
I hate the summer so damn much. Alright, bye guys. We'll see you next week. Go watch Evo.
Enjoy your video games.
Enjoy them. Play them. Love them.